Hey, are you hot?
Then how about playing a game with a never-ending blizzard?
Good idea. And if that's what you want to do, you're in luck, because free from the Epic Game Store this week is the game
Never Alone.
So, what is the genre of this game?
Genre is quite simple. It's a platformer, two-dimensional platformer with storytelling that is actually two-player co-op possibility.
That's cool. And the story is very important for this game. You are a little Inuit girl, and it's following an Inuit legend that there was once a never-ending blizzard, and a little girl went out to try to find the source of the blizzard and to stop it, and along the way befriended a fox and some spirits, and had lots of adventures. And it's very connected to the Inuit culture. That's an important part of this game.
She probably never heard of global warming. So the graphic is similar to game Inside, if you know. It's very... I mean, of course, there's snow all over the place. There's not only snow levels, but the visual is pretty. And there are visual style. That is even including the weather. So there's like the wind, snow, and all the effects are very nice. It looks a little bit like a fairy tale.
It does. It matches the storytelling very, very well, in fact. The mechanics of it are pretty simple for a platformer, except what's interesting is the co-op element, because one of you will play the little girl and the other one plays the fox.
I play the fox.
The game wants you to play one character on the keyboard and the other one with a controller. I don't think it would be possible to play split screen with just a keyboard, would it? That wasn't really an option.
Could be, I don't know.
Could be. And then you also have to figure out if the fox is supposed to get you past the next obstacle, or if the little girl with her bola is supposed to knock down some obstacle.
You're just helping each other.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Going back and forth. The one other thing is that the wind is very important, because sometimes the wind will try to knock you into the water and you have to duck. Other times you have to use the wind for an extra boost to get across some large ravines.
And you're gonna find out other characters as well. You're not even. It's called Never Alone, so you're not alone with your co-op partner, but you're not alone in this world. So you're gonna meet a lot of enemies and a lot of obstacles to go through. The whole game will take about 3 hours to finish, and there are even some water levels, night levels.
It's pretty considering that it looks like it's just in a land covered in snow. The environments do change, and the mechanics that you have to learn do build on themselves steadily in a way that continues to be challenging even after you learn the mechanics.
So you probably want to know if you should play it. But before that, you should know that we are all about free games from Epic, and we review every single weekly free game. So not only this one, but the one in the past, and in the future will be a lot more free games. So that's why you should stay on this channel.
If you like free games, that's the best reason to subscribe to this channel. So, should you play Never Alone?
The game is quite nice, especially if you play it with co-op. I mean, it's possible single player, but almost every game is better in two player, especially if it's couch co-op. That's how it's meant to be played. And I like this genre, story based, very atmospheric, the music and all the visual and everything just fits together. So it is more like an artistic feel for me of the game.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's more about the emotions and kind of the cultural element. Something we didn't mention is that at quite a few points in the game, you have the option to learn some cultural information about Inuits in northern Alaska or in the Yukon. and to watch a short clip that then I think brings more flavor and more emotion to the experience of the main character. So this is interesting as well. It's very much a game designed to tell you a story that helps you understand the Inuit culture more. And I really appreciate that. I don't know much about that culture, and I find it quite interesting. And that does make the emotions of the story more intense and richer. So I think this was done very well.
Okay, so let's go to Should You Play It? 3, 2, 1. Yes! And some people say it's quite difficult. I didn't find it as difficult.
No.
Because if one of your character dies, the girl or the fox, you'll just instantly go back to few seconds ago. It's not like you have to repeat all the same levels again. So
it's. I mean, we started by comparing it to Inside.
Yeah.
Because the side scrolling and the visuals do look very similar. But I would say Never Alone is a lot more about precise platforming and timing.
Yeah.
Inside is more about solving puzzles. With Never Alone, I was never at a point of thinking, how are we going to get past this? It's pretty straightforward, so you have to get better at the precision and the cooperation. But it's quite a different game. And I have to say, I enjoyed Inside more. I found it more engaging and challenging. But what I didn't like about Inside was the story at the end and how weird it got. Never Inside.
That's where I liked it.
Never Alone. I said Never Inside. Never Alone has a much clearer narrative that touched me a bit more. So it's kind of a balance of story versus gameplay.
I would like if there would be from Never Alone and Inside would make a co-op game that would called Never Inside. I would like to play that.
Limbo Alone Inside.
Both games are great, and you know what? Inside is a great single player experience.
Right.
But if you want to play with a friend, Never Alone is better for that.
Absolutely.
So that's how you should take it.
Absolutely. So let us know in the comments if that was useful, if you're planning to play Never Alone, and stay tuned for lots more free games.
Or if you're trying to play not alone, but with a friend, let us know, and see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.